Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again for the very first time to the Farts and Crap Show, where today it's your host Anjo here talking to you guys about the end of year deals on PSN going on right now. And it's a little bit misleading because it says save up to 75%. But some of these deals are actually higher than that, including one game that is 90% off if you have PlayStation Plus. So, let's go ahead and get right into the games, shall we? So the first one I wanted to talk about here is one of the finest PlayStation exclusives, period. Well, with a slight asterisk, because I believe it's out on PC now, but yeah, God of War is half off, and that means that's after its discounted price, so it's only $10 right now. If you haven't played this game, guys, it is phenomenal. They did a PS5 performance patch a while ago, so if you are fortunate enough to be playing on PlayStation 5, highly recommend this one. Fantastic game, and it's a great deal at only $10. All of these deals, by the way, are going on until the 23rd of December, and these are the North American. This is the North American version of PSN. So if your sales are slightly different in your region, I do apologize, but this is for the North American PlayStation Store. Second one up, these games are in no particular order, by the way, is Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix. Not sure why they did mix in all caps, but anyway, it's 75% off right now at a final price of only $12.50. Typical price is $50. If you guys haven't picked this up at some point, or you played Kingdom Hearts back in the day but you haven't played it recently, or if you've never played any Kingdom Hearts game, this is the one to pick up. Personally, I'm not a big fan of all Kingdom Hearts games, but this one includes Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and that is the remastered version of the PlayStation 2 port, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. Now, when I say Final Mix, essentially that is the version of the game that was the re-release, the definitive version. In Japan, they usually refer to these as the international version, where they add a few things, they tweak a few things, fix some bugs, that sort of thing. And so initially for the North American release of Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep, they didn't have as much content, they were a little bit more buggy. However, these are the remastered versions for the PlayStation 3, remastered once again for the PS4. And these are just like the best way to play these games. Aside from Chain of Memories, which personally I prefer the Game Boy Advance version, but you know, to each their own. It also includes 358 over... I thought it was 356. Okay, 358 over 2 days. It's not the game though, it's just cinematics. And Recoded, again, just cinematics, which is really unfortunate because Recoded was actually a really good game. I was very disappointed they didn't just remaster that game as well, or even just upscale it and take away the unnecessary dual screen stuff because it was a Nintendo DS game. But yeah, you get 4 full games. Honestly, 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep, in my opinion, are the best Kingdom Hearts games. The rest of them you can just skip. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so you're getting 4 full games for $12.50. Fantastic deal. Alright, next one up is a game you guys probably already have in your library, but if you don't, it's Bloodborne Complete Edition. Complete Edition is... I mean, it's complete. It unfortunately does not include the soundtrack, which you could buy like separately back in the day. I think it's still available. But yeah, it was like a digital soundtrack. This does not include that. It is the base game plus the Old Hunters DLC. And it's at $17.50, which I have actually seen this cheaper before. But it doesn't go on sale that often. So if you don't have it yet and you've been thinking about playing this one, highly recommend. It's super good. I mean, From Software is just legendary. Unfortunately, none of the Dark Souls games are on sale right now. But yes, it is essentially Victorian England Gothic Dark Souls, and it's very good. Next one up is the cheapest game on this list. I always like to add a few of these into my sales videos that I make. It's only $1.50. It's Doom 64. The other classic Doom games are also on sale right now, like Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 3, even Doom 2016, which I didn't put on this list, but some people are huge fans of that game. That one's also, I think, 70% off right now, making it like $6, I think. But yeah, Doom 64 is one that a lot of people didn't play because it was on the Nintendo 64, and for a long time it was very rare. This is a remastered port of the original game, and it plays so well. So well. I had personally never played this one either until I bought it on the Switch for about the same price, I think, like $2, maybe $2.50, something like that. And it's a great game. If you've never played it and you are a fan of that classic Doom / Wolfenstein gameplay, like, this one will definitely scratch that itch for you. Alright, next one up. Another asterisk with this one, but it is 75% off. It's Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night, and Rondo of Blood. I don't think I've actually seen it this cheap before. I have seen it go for about $7.50 or $10. Most of the time, $10. But now it's 75% off for only $5. And here's the thing. This is a port of these two games off of Castlevania X Dracula Chronicles or something like that, for the PlayStation Portable. And I'm not a big fan of this version of Symphony of the Night. However, Symphony of the Night is one of my favorite games, and I'm very particular about it, as you guys probably could tell from my recent playthrough of the game. Partially because the aspect ratio is a little bit off. They redid the voiceover, the voice acting, and I don't like the new ones. What else? The graphics are a little bit weird. The colors and stuff are a little muted. The pixels are a little muddied. The aspect ratio is incorrect. What else? And that's most of my complaints about it. However, they did re-add Maria back into the game as a playable character, which previously was exclusive to the Sega Saturn version of the game. However, this is like a modern way to play the game, and we haven't had another port of Symphony of the Night since I think they brought it. I think the previous way was they released the PlayStation Classic on PSN, playable on PS3, PSP, and Vita. And depending on the region that you live in, you can still pick that game up on the Vita or the PS3. However, it's just the PS1 version, which is, in my opinion, the best version of the game. However, this is playing it on a modern platform, Maria's playable, and you get Rondo of Blood, which that is the big selling point for this. Rondo of Blood has been super rare in the past. It's one of the most elusive Castlevania games. It was first re-released on the Wii Virtual Console, and that is closed. So you can't get that there anymore. In fact, you can't get it on the Nintendo platform at all anymore because this collection is not available on the Switch, unfortunately. Personally, I would prefer them re-release the PS1 digital edition or the Sega Saturn. A port of the Sega Saturn version actually would be preferable. And just re-release the Virtual Console version of Rondo of Blood and just package those together or put them individually. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. This is how I played Rondo of Blood recently, though, and I love it. I also have the Wii Virtual Console version, and I kind of prefer playing it in this collection. It's very comparable. But yeah, it's only $5. These games are phenomenal, and if you haven't played them, you really should. Next one up is one of the more expensive games on this list, but still a great deal at 75% off. Code Vein Deluxe Edition. This game is wonderful. There's online co-op with a friend, which is like so good. So good, and there's no like invaders like there is in Dark Souls, so you guys can just enjoy an uninterrupted co-op session, and that's really where this game shines, is if you have a friend to play it with. However, even if you're just going to play it single player, it's a phenomenal game. I've beaten this game several times, and it includes the season pass or the DLC, which could have been more expansive, yes, but for what's included, there's like 3 more super boss battles that are all really good. There's 3 new areas which are kind of small, but there's also a bunch of new equipment, all kinds of equipment too, and yeah, it's only $20 right now for the full game and the DLC. You can easily put hundreds of hours into this game. It's incredible. If you like Dark Souls, you're gonna love this. All right, next one up, cutesy game for the whole family. This game is legendary in status. Katamari Damacy Reroll. This is a remastered version of the original Katamari Damacy on PlayStation 2, and it's wonderful. This game is so good, and I'm kind of disappointed that they kind of stopped after the first game. This has been out for, does it say the release date on here? I don't see. Not as far as I can see on this. Yeah, no. It's been out for quite a while, but yeah, it's 67% off. You can pick it up for $10 right now. I really wish they would remaster or re-release, just port, whatever, some of the other Katamari Damacy games, because yeah, the PSP one was super good. They had Katamari Forever, which was really good. They had the second game on PS2, I think We Love Katamari was the name of it. It was also good. But yeah, it's just a fun game where you roll up items into things and then your dad like blows them into star cluster things. It sounds absolutely insane, somebody describing it verbally, but if you're curious about the game, just like check out some videos on the internet of this game. It's really fun, really simple, and really silly. All right, next one up. This is one of our favorite multiplayer couch co-op games, Dragon's Crown Pro. This game was made by Vanillaware and originally published by, I think, Atlas and Sega, or maybe just Sega, I don't remember. I think it was Atlas and Vanillaware. So it was the same team of people who did Odin Sphere and Muramasa, and trying to remember what else they did in the same vein. But anyway, this is essentially a more modern take on the Golden Axe formula, essentially. Very medieval setting, side-scrolling, beat 'em up. However, there's more RPG elements in this one, like you get individual pieces of equipment that have like different stats. There's like an overarching story, and it's really good. It's really grindy, unfortunately. Like, I've never beaten this game. We have played it as a group quite a few times. But yeah, you're gonna find yourself playing the same levels like over and over and over again, which again is kind of, it's true to the original inspiration, because Golden Axe was the same way. However, that was more of a Streets of Rage style arcade game, and this is more of a modernization. Oh, also Gauntlet. This is also kind of similar to Gauntlet, especially with like the different character archetypes. I guess you have like your hunter, your warrior, your wizard, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's a beautiful game, really fun, and if you've been looking for like up to 4-player couch co-op kind of thing, this is a great deal. 75% off, again, $5. And one of my favorite JRPGs I've played in a long time, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. This game is so good. Again, there's the option for up to 4-player couch co-op. That is in the battle system in this game. It is from the Tales of Namco team, and they basically developed this engine of like 3D fighting via like Tekken 3 and Beyond and Soul Calibur. And actually the first Soul Calibur, yeah, this kind of feels like that a little bit as far as the battle system goes. And it's so fun and good, and this is a long game. I did a single playthrough of this game, and I didn't even do everything, and it took like 120 episodes or something like that. It was a long time I was playing this one. And there's like New Game Plus kind of options, there's post-game stuff. The cast of characters is super good, the story's fantastic, the world building, the setting, the music, the graphics. Everything about this game is wonderful. If you've been looking for a JRPG that is like an absolute gem and feels like an instant classic, you can't go wrong with this one. Plus it's 80% off. Again, more than 75% off. Only $10. Usually 50. And this is also a great one to add to your collection, because initially this was a Japanese only game, and it didn't even come stateside for quite some time. And then when it did, it was on the either Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. But yeah, now that we have this modern port, it's also on the Switch, although the Switch version does run at a lower frame rate. I believe it's like 30 capped for most of the game. But if you play this on PS4, Xbox One, it's like 60 the entire time. And it's super good. Alright, another collection for $5. Castlevania Anniversary Collection. This collection is so good. Like, there's no asterisk here. The asterisk here is you're getting like 7 games, I think, because you're getting Castlevania 1, 2, 3, Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania Bloodlines, Kid Dracula, the 2 Game Boy ones. I guess that's 8 games. 8 titles, yeah. And it includes a History of Castlevania digital book, which is a really good read. I've talked about this before on one of my other sales videos. And yes, this price point is not super uncommon. Oftentimes when there are big sales and Konami has some stuff on sale, they will sell this one for about $5. But if there's any of the classic Castlevanias you wish you could play on a modern platform, I'd highly recommend this one. It's a really good pickup, and personally, this is how I played the original Castlevania for NES, because I never played it before. But I kind of have the rest of them in my backlog. Like, my Castlevania backlog is mostly the games on this collection, and because I want to play them all. It's one of my favorite series ever. Alright, next one. This is such a good deal. 80% off as well. $6. You get Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2. Like, some of the most iconic, like, ahead of their time RPGs that like Sega has ever made. Shenmue is super good. This was a game I played a ton of back in the day on the Sega Dreamcast, and I never played the second one because they said it was coming to Dreamcast, and then they basically canceled a ton of Dreamcast projects because, you know, it was a financial sinkhole for Sega. And so the second one released on the Xbox, the first Xbox, and I never played it because I never got an Xbox. But this is a great deal. You're getting 2 full games that are like remastered or upscaled at least, and basically paying $3 a piece. And these are both like pretty huge games. There's also the recent Shenmue 3 on sale right now, but honestly, I've heard mixed things about that game, and I don't really care to play it. However, I'm probably going to pick this one up because I've always wanted to play Shenmue 2, and I've never had the opportunity to, so there it is. Next one. Man, this game never got popular like I was hoping it would. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. This is kind of the black sheep of the Final Fantasy franchise, I guess. It's a mainline title. It's not like, it does have a 0 in it. That doesn't make it a prequel to Final Fantasy, but this game is so good, guys. It's wonderful. Part of the reason why a lot of people, you know, turn their nose up to this game is because it was originally on the PlayStation Portable, only in Japan, and this is a remastered version of that game. However, playing it, you would probably not guess that it was originally a PSP game, because this game is beautiful. It plays so well. There are 13 main characters, I believe, and it has like a tactics element to it, but it's mostly like an action RPG with like this huge overarching story. It's kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics in a way, but the battle system is completely different. It's more action-centered, I guess. It doesn't quite feel exactly like another game. It's kind of the precursor to the system made for Final Fantasy 15, but to me it feels a little bit like Kingdom Hearts. It feels a bit more like, it's really hard to describe it, but it's a super good game. Highly recommend this one. Yeah, and that's it. It's 60% off. It's only $8 right now, and if you haven't played this one, highly recommend. Oh, plus the music is phenomenal, and there are chocobos. So, all right, next one up. I actually haven't played this one, but I thought I'd put it on the list because this is a huge discount. It's 85% off, but if you have PlayStation Plus, it's actually 90% off. Soul Calibur 6 Deluxe Edition. Soul Calibur is one of my favorite fighting franchises of all time, ever since I played Soul Blade back in the day on the PS1 and then was blown away by Soul Calibur on the Sega Dreamcast. It's I've played a bit of like all the other ones, except this one and like 4, I think, or 5, I don't remember. It was one of those two. But yeah, 6 is gorgeous. This game is so beautiful. Again, the music, they just kill it every time. And it has one of my favorite collaboration characters in it, 2B from Nier Automata, which is fantastic. It's also got Geralt from The Witcher, but I don't really care about that as much. But yeah, it's usually $90. If you don't have PSN, it's $13.50. If you, or yeah, PS Plus. Sorry, if you do have PS Plus, it's only $9. So what is included in the Deluxe Edition is actually the first season pass. It's a weird. This is like one of the things that really bothers me about like modern digital distribution practices. There we go. That's a hard phrase to say, because it does include a season pass, but there are 2 season passes, which, you know, back in the day, if you bought a season pass for something, you just got all the DLC for that game, and the season pass is $30. So it's $90 because the game is usually 60 and then another 30 to make it 90. So anyway, and what's included in this one is you get the additional playable character Tira, and then you get 2B, you get Amy, and you get Cassandra, and you get a character creation set A and B. Now they're in the second DLC, second season pass, there's actually a lot more content. There's more characters, and there's like music that they added from like Soul Calibur 4 and 5, I believe. It's a lot of stuff, and I think it's actually cheaper than this season pass. It's like $25. But still, even with just the one in the full game, you're getting tons of content, and at a very cheap price. So if you've been looking for another fighting game, or you've been wanting to get Soul Calibur for your PlayStation, and you're like, which one, you know, which one can I play? You know, might as well get the recent one. This might be the way to go. But anyway, that is going to be all the games I wanted to talk about today, guys, on this particular sale. Again, all of these discounts are active until the 23rd. So at the time this video goes out, which will be as soon as possible, like tomorrow, you got like 5 days, basically. The sale's been going on for about 2 weeks, and I was gonna make a video about it earlier, but a lot of people wait till like later anyway, especially around the holiday season, and you know, now is like holiday break for a lot of people, so any of these games would be a good choice, you know, pick up on the cheap when people have like a lot of time and spending time with family and stuff like that. So That's why I included a lot of like multiplayer stuff, a lot of classic stuff, games that give you a lot of variety, especially with all those collections and stuff like the Castlevanias and things of that nature. Oh, I was gonna put it in this video, but I wasn't like super impressed with the price point. They have a Mega Man collection as well right now, where it's Legacy Collection 1 and 2 for $15, I want to say. And essentially that's Mega Man 1 through 10. So if you're a retro Mega Man fan, that's a good pickup in my book. In fact, this music right here is from Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, Mega Man 8. And I love this game. It's great. It's wonderful. 7 and 8 out of the first 10 are my favorites, but a lot of people have, will disagree. They're like, well, 2 is better, 6 is better, 4, whatever. 9 and 10 are both good. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this one. And if there's a sale, if there's a discount you want to recommend, please put it in the comment section so people can find the other deals I didn't talk about in the comment section. And again, these are my recommendations. And so if your favorite game is on sale and I didn't talk about it, I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you all for being here, and a very special thank you to the Farts and Crap Show members, Old Cranky Gamer and Navalis Draconis. You guys are amazing for checking out that join button down below, choosing to support the show a bit more directly. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, till next time, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe, take care, and have a wonderful day.